with great pride that I stand here as Deputy County Executive to welcome you all. I want to take a moment and thank everyone who is here in attendance, as we have many elected officials, public servants, business, and community leaders with us today. So, starting from the top, from the Governor's office, I'd like to welcome Dan Wren. Thank you for being here, Dan. From Congressman Tonko's office, I'd like to welcome Monik Elahi. From Senator Gillibrand's office, I'd like to thank Catherine Van Leuven for her attendance. Senator Pat Fahey is here with us today, as well as Senator Jake Ashby. We have Chairwoman Joanne Cunningham, our District Attorney Lee Kinlan, Deputy Chairwoman of the Albany County Legislature Wanda Willingham, Majority Leader from the Albany County Legislature Dennis Feeney. I remember these two because I mistakenly forgot them last year and had to do it at the end. Our County Clerk Bruce Hidley and our County Comptroller Sue Rizzo. We're going to pause and applaud there, trying to make up for my mess up last year. Congressman Mike McNulty, thank you for joining us. Albany Mayor Kathy Sheehan, Green Island Mayor Ellen McNulty Ryan, Bethlehem Town Supervisor David Van Leuven, New Scotland Town Supervisor Doug LaGrange, Voorheesville Mayor Rich Strout, former Councilman John Rosenzweig, Menands Mayor Marsh is also here, I believe. We're going to pause for another round of applause. Thank you, Mayor. From the county legislature, we have legislators Maggie Alex, Barrero Efficoro, Jeff Kuhn, Susan Larilliard, Lynn Lakakis, Carolyn McLaughlin, Bill Ricard, Ellen Rosano, Matthew Miller, and members of the Minority Conference. Thank you all for being here.
God, we thank you for this day that you've provided to us. And while we have thoroughly appreciated all of the snow that you send our way, we are grateful that today you've allowed us to gather in this place safely as you protected us in our travels here. We are thankful, Lord, that we can come together as a community today to both remember and appreciate the work of our hands in 2024. We thank you for that which was accomplished last year, the projects that were launched and are yet still ongoing, the big dreams that were dreamt that finally made it onto paper, and the groundwork that was laid for what we'll experience in the months to come. We recognize that the strength of Albany County is found within our community. It is within our teachers and our first responders, our business owners and our nonprofits, our public servants. It's found within the adults who are currently in leadership, the children who will one day assume leadership, and it was found in those who've come before us, on whose shoulders we stand. I ask your blessings upon our current leaders. We ask that you would bless the work of our county exec and his leadership team. May they be guided with wisdom, compassion, and foresight. And may they be encouraged to press forward when the work seems too great, or the task seems too difficult, or the outcome seems unfavorable. May you keep them uplifted. Bless the work of our legislators as they represent their districts and stand on behalf of their constituents. May they lead with harmony and integrity. Provide our leaders with innovation for their minds, implementation for their hands, and inspiration for their hearts. Let the presence of so many in this room remind us that collectively we can do more together than we can apart. May we move forward together with hope, strength, and purpose for an even better 2025. This is our prayer, and we all say amen.
It was a year ago that I had the pleasure of introducing the county executive at the 13th State of the County Address. I was newly appointed as Deputy County Executive after working with the County Executive for the entirety of his tenure as County Executive. First, I started as a policy analyst, then I became a Director of Policy, and he was generous enough to offer me the opportunity to ascend to this position. I told you I had seen firsthand how the county executive leads with integrity, compassion, and an unparalleled dedication to the people he serves. I told you that he always focused on implementing policies and programs that make government more efficient and effective, while recognizing the importance of constantly refining our operations to stay ahead of the curve. I told you that by fostering a culture of continuous improvement and innovation, he would create an environment where new ideas drive positive change. As I stand here today, in this place, in this spot, I know that everything I told you has been realized. I told you 2024 would be our most impactful year yet. Guess what? County Executive McCoy has taken on Herculean tasks and is taking Albany County to new heights, even as he takes down the biggest eyesore in the county. And I'm sure he's going to tell us all, you ain't seen nothing yet. And he's right. Please join me in welcoming Albany County Executive Daniel P. McCoy.
As we enter 2025, my 14th year as County Executive, I want to share with you all that we have accomplished and my vision for this year and beyond. And the best way to actually do this is to show you a video. As you can see from the video, the state of our county is strong, and I'm hard at work addressing the issues that matter most to our residents: public safety, public health, affordability, and economic development, of course. To be an effective government, we need to focus on our immediate challenges and also plan the road ahead. I've taken these steps this past year that will secure the future of Albany County for decades to come. As the late President Jimmy Carter once said, we appreciate the past, we're grateful for the present, and we're looking forward to the future with great anticipation and commitment. The fact that we're gathered here today on the former College of St. Rose campus is a testament to that fact. When it was announced that this historic institution was going to close, I knew that something had to be done. To preserve this property, it couldn't be left unoccupied to become a magnet for crime, vandalism, and blight. I refused to let that be our future, and I saw an opportunity to preserve the campus, to create economic opportunities, and to provide a pathway to jobs and service. It had never been done before, but together, with the help of Governor Hochul and our partners in state legislature, we created the Albany County Pine Hills Land Authority and successfully acquired the campus of St. Rose. In the short time since winning the bid, we have already begun to make great progress in securing the future of the campus. We were here earlier this month with the governor in this very room as she announced the new on-ramp to be located on this campus. It would be a creative workforce hub to prepare New Yorkers for growth in advanced manufacturing industries. It will also provide training and tech skills, and then connect them to hands-on training elsewhere with our network of partners. This hub will provide an opportunity for the unemployed and underemployed throughout the capital region. I'm also already laying the groundwork for several county departments, as well as the new sheriff's substation, to move in as soon as we have full ownership of the property. You'll be seeing signs of life here on this campus as early as next month. However, the true transformational takes time, and we want to make sure we get this right. I'm committed to a thorough process to determine the long-term use of this space here at St. Rose. I'm working with the community leaders, local businesses, and our residents to make this happen. During the bidding, I can assure you the purchase of this campus balanced our fiscal responsibility to the taxpayers of Albany County. With the benefit of owning this site, I remain committed to a government that is both efficient and effective. In 2025 will be the 11th year of tax decrease. However, unfunded mandates is straining our budget, forcing difficult choices and placing an unfair burden on our taxpayers. Instead of working with us, New York State continues to pass down responsibilities without the resources to support them. A prime example can be found in Article 730 of the Criminal Prosecution Law, the section that dedicates the process of restoring competence to stand trial. For decades, we split this cost evenly with the state. When this cost sharing ended, Albany County was forced to cover $1 million in extra costs in 2023 and over $6 million in 2024. Another example is the Medicaid costs, which have risen over 13% since 2022. This clearly is not sustainable and is imperative that something be done to change this. I've also worked tirelessly to ensure that our economic growth is inclusive, that prosperity reaches every corner of our community. We must focus on providing opportunities for individuals, young and old, to learn from the past and move forward with dignity. Through collaboration with our state partners, local non-for-profit agencies, and local employees, Albany County has developed and implemented a readiness retention program called Ready, Set, Work. Participants in this 5-week intense training program gain marketable skills, improve interviewing techniques, overcome obstructions, apply job search techniques, keep their jobs, and correctly fill out employment applications. The unlimited opportunities to secure a fulfilling and meaningful career, not just the job. This is in addition to the recently established Albany County Reentry Workforce Development Initiative, which provides comprehensive support and job readiness training to individuals released from Albany County Correctional Facilities. Each year in the United States, over 600,000 individuals are released from jail and prisons. Studies show that 60 to 75% of them remain unemployed up to a year after release. This program is anticipated significantly to reduce repeat offenders and support economic vitality of Albany County. We will empower these individuals to build a better future for themselves and their families and break the cycle of incarceration, all while supporting our local businesses in a process. Albany County was always the first municipality in the state to implement probation driver's license program that assists probationaries in obtaining their driver's license. This one obstruction that prevents them from finding sustainable employment, not having a driver's license or means of transportation. This 5-hour pre-licensing course targets individuals of all ages who previously did not have the opportunity to attain a driver's license, and which is often required of high-paying jobs, including those like local labor unions. There are so many other programs that our probation department officers get to have probationaries on the right track. As we work to strengthen our economy, we must ensure that our progress does not come at the cost of our environment. Investing in clean energy, clean infrastructure, and sustainable industries remain a priority for my administration. Albany County is hard at work to become the greenest county in the state. We're making significant progress. We did a government operations and community greenhouse gas emissions inventory to assess Albany County's carbon footprint in the past decade. Emissions have decreased 49% across all county operations. directly due to reduction in overall energy consumption. By purchasing land for preservation and safeguarding critical ecosystems, protecting wildlife areas, and ensuring that residents can enjoy the natural beauty of the environment for generations to come. Albany County is in the final stages of acquiring Swiss Quill Farm in Bern, which will be restored to its natural beauty, and again, an asset for this community to enjoy for all Albany County residents and visitors. Looking at this issue on a larger scale, we developed a climate resilient plan for Albany County to address the risks associated with climate-related hazards. We have identified the projects to strengthen, to build resilience, to help us adjust how we live, work, and play, and to keep us all safe from impacts of climate changes now and in the future. The Broadway Transportation Study is nearing completion and should be in the final stage. This study will help improve the transportation sector of Broadway from downtown Albany to Waterville, creating more sustainable and climate-effective roads. The implementation of the green infrastructure, such as improving tree canopies, as well as concept design for pedestrian and bike transportation that will greatly decrease our carbon footprint and increase safe for those walking and biking. While many of these achievements I've outlined today will benefit the county as a whole, I have had the particular focus on the city of Albany. I live in Albany my entire life, and I have seen firsthand that it's not reached its full potential. And I want to say thank you to Governor Hochul, who shares my sentiment, which is why she announced the staggering $400 million investment in downtown area. It is clear, in order for Albany County as a whole to succeed, we need the city to thrive. If it falters, the ripple effect will be felt throughout the region. I've taken a proactive approach to combat urban decay caused by vacant properties. The blight, more than an eyesore, it impacts the safety, property values, morale of the community. We have remained focused on turning the areas of neglect into centers of opportunity. That's why we created the Albany County Land Bank in 2014, where the county invested over $40 million so far and $30 million in property value. The surrounding State Street is important for the city. That's why we purchased the former Alma LaBelle property to secure the site, and will soon own the only property on Wendell Ave near the Albany Capitol Center. But we have another parcel adjacent to that. With these sites around the MVP Arena consolidated under one parcel, it will make it easy for us to redevelop this area in a way that serves the needs of the community, allows for an economic activity, and will soon be opening up for requests for economic interest in seeking development to partner with us on this initiative. Perhaps the biggest example of blight we're trying to address is the Central Warehouse. The biggest eyesore in upstate New York for decades. The end is near, and we recently closed on the purchase of the property. In the coming months, we will see the start of asbestos removal, with the demolition shortly thereafter. I want to say thank you to our Governor Hochul for being a huge help and supporter in this area, because I can assure you, as I stand here, We were working on this last week, and she came forward again to help us out, which we'll announce later on, but it was huge. And I want to thank Kevin O'Connell and his team at our Alliance, because without his stewardship and him being that leader, none of this would be happening. So Kevin, thank you to you and your team. We'll be left with a blank slate. Will allow us to reimagine this area when the building comes down, where its potential no longer is wasted. Of course, to have a successful downtown, you have to do more than just protect property. You have to ensure that residents and visitors feel safe and confident to explore that our city has to offer. Sheriff Apple has been a great partner and has provided his resources and personnel to patrol in the city and assist during public events. Throughout Albany Navigate Street Homeless Outreach Pilot Program, we're working to address the homelessness in a way that uplifts those affected. Additionally, we provided a range of services to the city residents, including transportation of children from the Boys and Girls Club for over a decade to Lawson's Lake for programming, as well as various other recreational activities. When it was announced that the roof of the city-owned Swinburne Park was in danger of collapsing, and the mayor reached out and said, we have to work to take care of these kids, we did. We learned about it, and we had our skate program, and we offered it to every kid that was affected to give them an opportunity to come to our hockey facility by the airport. The county continues to provide a wide range of essential services to the city, often at the scale that is more cost-effective than current city operations. I believe it's time, relevant, to share services to create the most effective use of resources. If we were to consolidate services between the city and Albany County, we could eliminate administrative costs, reduce bureaucracy overlap, ensure taxpayer dollars are spent more effectively together. We could build a smarter, leaner government that puts the residents first. It's not a decision to be made lightly. And in order for this transition to happen, it would be needed to be transparent, inclusion, and consider the needs of our residents. It has been done before in areas similar to ours, and it can be done again. Change can be challenging, but I believe this is the right path for our future. And with an opportunity of Mayor Sheen closing out her great 12 years in office, and all these candidates running for office, a great opportunity to be open-minded about creativity for our residents of just not the city of Albany, but for the county. I laid out a vision for our county in 2025, but let me be clear. This agenda isn't just mine. It belongs to all of us here. Real change does not happen because one person or one speech. It happens when a community comes together, when we refuse to accept the status quo, when we lead by example and not finger pointing. This is our moment. We cannot sit back and wait for success to come to us. We must take action to create opportunity, to take Albany County to new heights. I will listen, and I will lead, and I will never stop working for you. Because I believe in our future. I believe in the power of this community to rise to the challenges before us. So let's seize this moment together. Thank you, God bless, and let's get the work done.